Today we have a classic battle, Angels versus Demons. The Montreal ladies have come from the Great White North to put a great fight forth. Stateside Footy starts now. We're on location at Millennium Park in West Roxbury, Massachusetts, where today the Boston Lady Demons will play host to the Montreal Angels. Hello and welcome to another episode of Stateside Footy, the program that brings you the game of Australian rules football as it's played here in the United States. Alongside my great crew, John Cimino, Matt Scheibels, and Stacey Robert, I'm Bill Robert, and today we bring you the first half of another Aussie Rules doubleheader. The last time we saw the Boston Lady Demons, they were at this very ground on Memorial Day weekend, playing host to the Columbus Jillaroos. Though the Lady D's kicked the first goal and mounted an inspired comeback, the Jillaroos ended up with the chocolates. The final score, Columbus, 5 goals, 13 behinds, 43 points. Boston, 4 goals, 3 behinds, 27 points. Last weekend, the Lady Demons played with the women of New York and Philadelphia in a mixed team that won the women's division at the U.S.A.FL's Eastern Regional Tournament. And now they look forward to a rematch with the Angels, who they faced 3 weeks ago north of the border. I mentioned that this is another Aussie Rules doubleheader here today. First off, the match we've already told you about as the Angels of Montreal face off against the Boston Lady Demons. Later on today, and a game you'll be able to see in our next episode, the Demons men's side will host the Quebec Saints. Both clubs continue on with this season's big home schedule. More games are still on tap as we go through the summer with visits from the footy clubs of New York, Chicago, and Philadelphia. And we'll get today's action started next. The Montreal Angels and the Boston Lady Demons are just about ready to go, and you can catch it next, right here on Stateside Footy. We've got footy here on a Saturday afternoon. It's actually July 4th weekend, and today is Canada Day too, so a big day for both countries, and we have both countries on the match on the ground right now. Getting set for a match, it's the Montreal Angels coming to town to face the Boston Lady Demons. Players are setting up their positions right now, and we're ready to go in just a few minutes. And this is the third episode of the 2017 season of Stateside Footy. Don't forget you can check us out online at www.statesidefootytv.com. And we're on Vimeo. You can watch all the episodes there. All 70 of the episodes we've done so far. That's right, 70. We've done a whole bunch of these things. And once again, the address is vimeo.com/statesidefootytv. Umpires talking to both teams, making sure everyone's in position. Ready for first quarter action just about. Umpire checking his watch. Just getting the timing ready. He's acting as his own timekeeper today. All right, holds up the ball and blows the whistle, and here we go. It's the ball up, and we have footy. And goes straight to ground and tapped ahead there. And the Angels on it right now. That's Amira O'Leary Barrett, a rookie, and she had it and then brought to ground real quick there was, that's Kaylin Deal. Got the free kick too, so the Lady D's have a free kick. And she gets it to the boot, kicks it, looking for, not quite getting her target there as it rolls out of bounds. She was looking for number 20, Amanda King. And so they're setting up there, getting ready for what I believe is about, actually, no, it actually went out on the full, so it'll be a free kick to the Angels. Montreal with the free kick, and it's kicked, slightly smothered, goes off the tips, and a bunch of players going for it right now. Battle for it along the ground, and just pushed up ahead a little bit, soccered ahead, and picked up now. That's Marta for the Lady D's, and that's intercepted now. And here we go, that's Amy Legault with it now. We've said that name a lot over the years. And here we go, the kick goes in, looking for it. There's actually nobody but Angels there. And let's see, she's gonna take it to soccer off the ground. Oh, and it hits the behind post. But it hits the behind post, which means that should be a boundary throw-in. In fact, it is. As soon as it hit the behind post, it was a boundary throw-in. So they're going to toss it in. Still, though, Angels have the ball up in their forward pocket. So Actually, now that I'm sorry, it's not going to be a boundary throw, and I thought it rolled off the ground, but wound up going to the Demons. Lady Demons now the kick in. I believe that was Kaylin Deal with it, and she kicks it and goes off the hand of Amy Legault and goes out once again, out of bounds, and we will have the boundary throw in there. Boston versus Montreal. Yep, we've heard it for years in hockey, but now it's footy too. And actually, these two teams have put together quite the rivalry over the years as well. And they're going to toss it once again. Unfair advantage for the throw-in, so they're going to redo the boundary throw-in here. Up it goes once again, and tapped over and knocked out of the ruck by Amanda King. Going after it now, that is number 21, that's Tracy Toner, and that's going to go out of bounds, and we'll have another boundary throw-in here. First minutes of quarter number one here. By the way, we're doing a different format today. Because of the heat and the humidity, we're only doing 10-minute quarters today as it's kicked in. Amy Legault has it, but then it's picked up in the back there. That's Marta with it, and then she holds it. Another player tries to get it, and it's going to be tied up, and the umpire will just call for it, and it'll be a ball up once again, still inside the Montreal forward 50. And the Rucks will get in position and get ready to go to work. And tapped out. Lisa Arredondo got a hand in there, it looked like. And it goes to ground right now. And nice little shepherd on the ball. And she's brought down by Tracy Toner. That might be a free kick, though. Indeed, it's going to be for a push in the back. Call against Tracy Toner. So that's going to be number 1. That's Gabrielle Bureau. And Bureau with the free kick. Bit of a trip there, and then almost marked, bounces off a set of hands, goes right out of the hands of Mariette Perrault and into the hands of Marta. It's kicked out now and giving chase at midfield. That's Amy Legault. It goes off her hand. She's able to get it now. It's for her. She picks it up, takes a running bounce, and she's going on the far wing right now. Takes another running bounce. Legault in full stride. Another running bounce. She's just going to go for it now. Excuse me. Fourth kick and goes through and excuse me there. I believe that's a miss. So the first scoring shot, Amy Legault, obviously I've mentioned before, we call that name a lot, but that did go in for a single point. And so now it's 1-0 in favor of the Montreal Angels. And the Demons, the Lady D's, will get the kick in from their own back goal square. Kicked out now and goes, right into the hands of the Angels. Intercept marked. And that's Gabrielle Bureau. She's already had a free kick. Getting set to take her run up. She gets it now. Gets it to the boot. That's a big kick right in front, and that's going to be going wide, and that looks to be out on the full, so it'll be a free kick for the Lady Demons. And there goes the kick, and going, and it bounces in front. King couldn't get it. Neither could Margot Legault. And it's going to go out, and it'll be a boundary throw-in. Almost halfway through this first quarter, and so far it's 1-0 in favor of the Montreal Angels, and coming out to knock down by Amanda King. And Marta has it now for the Lady Demons. She handballs it out, looking for, not quite getting it to Tracy Toner, and still a battle on the far boundary. And let's see here, I believe we've got the ball going out of bounds, so they'll toss it in once again. Boundary throw in. Looked like the Demons were starting to make a run with it, but they couldn't keep the ball in bounds. And once again, the boundary umpire calls for it, and it's knocked out of the ruck by Margot Legault, and it goes back toward the boundary. And it's picked up there. Lady D's kick it across, and looks like it'll be out. And it'll be out on the full, so it'll be a free kick for the Angels. Amy Legault to take the free kick for the Montreal club. And she gets it to the boot, looking for a target in close, and getting the mark right there. Nice job there. That's Mariette Perrault. She's going to take a run up. Gets it to the boot. Bit of a line drive kick there. Looking for a mark. It's intercept marked. And Kaylin Deal has it. She turns it right around into attack. Here she goes now. She gets it to the boot. Over the wing. Battle for it. And it goes through the hands of Margot Legault. Also there was Amanda King. But the ball's going to bounce off both of them and go back out. We'll have another boundary throw in. Tap goes in once again. Knocked out by King. And Deal tries to get it. She's, I'm sorry, that's not Kaylin Deal. It's one of the other Demons players. Pushed ahead, and King has it now. King tries to move with it, and she's able to get the handball off. It bounces off Amy Legault, and Legault picks it up now, and she's able to get it to the boot and kick it back toward the forward 50 for the Montreal Angels, where there it's going to be picked once again up. And here we go. Kick in toward the sticks, and that's going to be, bounces off the hand, which means it was touched, and it's going to be another single point. That was headed right for the goals, but they tried to pick it up. And as a result, it's going to be behind. And once again, Kaylin Deal will be there to take the kick in from the Lady D's back goal square. So right now, 2 behinds, 2 for the Montreal Angels. Lady D's really led to bring it to their end of the ground. And so here we go. And that's a big kick, goes out to the middle. They've got a target and goes through a couple of targets, actually. Picked up once again, handball, and bounces off Amanda King. Lady D's have it now. Arredondo with a kick. And it's just going to go in. All purple there, almost like a Prince concert. And the kick in, that wasn't 15, so it's not a mark. And with it now, once again, that's Amy Legault. She kicks it out to the wing and just past the outstretched hands of O'Leary Barrett, but she's got it now. And the kick goes into the forward 50, and, oh, she can't mark it, and she's going to handball it off. The Angels appear to have numbers, though, and she gets it out now, and she's got a clear shot, and, oh, kicks it right to Kaylin Deal. Kaylin Deal, not just a fullback, but a goaltender here. And she blasts that one out right into the hands of Amy Legault, who turns it right back around. She's just going to take a shot, and that looks like it's going to go wide. And actually, no, that's still in play. That went right across the face of goal. So we've got it along the ground, and as the winds pick up here at Millennium Park, we've got everything here duct taped down with actually gaffer taped down within an inch of its life, as once again they ball it up from the left pocket of the Angels. And Marta's got it now. She tries to handball it out, can't do it. Try to get it to Allison. Can't do it though, and it's going to go toward the sticks, and that's going to be another behind, it looks like. So that's another minor score for Montreal. 3 scoring shots so far, all of them minors. And once again, the Lady Demons will take it from their own back goal square. Kaylin Deal getting set for the kick in. 3-0 in favor of Montreal right now in the early stages of this game, actually late stages of the first quarter. And the kick-in goes past everybody. The player it came closest to is probably Margot Legault, but then it'll stop and skip and run out. And they just, let's see. Oh, actually, that was good. That one went out on the full, so Margot Legault will have a free kick. And she gets it in once again into territory. Oh, just over the outstretched hands of one of the Angels down close there. And now a bunch of players go for it, battle along the ground. And the umpire will call for it. And they'll just ball it up. Oh. Late stages of the first quarter here. And it's tapped out once again. Right over, and Tracy Toner gets it to the boot and gets it out along the far wing. And the Angels trying to move it back in. And that ball goes to ground along with a couple of players. It's loose now, and King's got it. Amanda King with it now. Gets it to the boot. And it's just basically just the order right now, go fetch. And the only thing that's going to be fetched is the boundary line. So it'll be another boundary throw in. As we've got stuff getting blasted all over the place here, including my iced tea that's gone over like 5 times now. And the kick comes in, and let's see here. And goes out. And that last throw, by the way, was not a throw-in. It was actually a free kick. But I believe we have here quarter time, as the first quarter of play has ended. Indeed, it has. And at the end of 1, the score stands: the Montreal Angels 3 and the Boston Lady Demons 0. Coming up next, we do have second quarter action. You're watching Ladies Footy right here on Stateside Footy.
Australian rules football? In the U.S.? That's right. The United States Australian Football League is in a city near you. Go to USAFL.com, find your team, check them out. We're a group full of men and women just like you. Join us for the fun athletic competition. Stay for the camaraderie.
We are the champions!
Log on and sign up to join your team at USAFL.com.
we've gone through one quarter of action, and so far the scoring has been all Montreal. Luckily for the Lady Demons, however, the 3 scoring shots were all minors, so they still can pretty much take the lead with one straight kick. Right now it's 3-3 for the Montreal Angels, and nothing so far for the home club Boston Lady Demons as the players get set to get in position. And once again, they're holding the ball in position. Very windy day here, so from time to time, if it looks like we're a little shaky on the camera, please bear with us. We've got our camera crane here that's basically become a sail. And coming out of the ruck now, it's Amy Legault, and she's got it. She takes a running bounce, and she's going to kick it in. Excuse me. Goes in towards the sticks. And let's see. Handballed back out. Ball goes to ground. Lady Demons fighting for it right now, and it'll be balled up. Umpire calls for it. Says, "I'll take it, please." And so once again it goes up and knocked out of the ruck there. Montreal chasing it right now, and once again that's Amy Legault. She's all over the place. Tries to handball it over to that's number 38. That's Isabel Senekai, actually. Senekai, I believe it is. And that goes wide. Now with it is Isabel once again. It goes to ground. She goes to ground along with one of the Lady Demons. And they're just going after it right now. And the kick goes in toward the stick, goes well across the face of goal, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Still a good result, though, for the Angels, as it will be a throw-in in their right forward pocket. Second quarter action, Montreal versus Boston. You're watching it on Stateside Footy as it comes out, taps off, and going for it there is Amanda King. She tries to get it out of Montreal territory. Battling for it single-handedly on the ground along with Gabrielle Bureau, it looked like there was in there. And let's see, they're still battling along the ground. And tapped ahead. Angels all over the place, and we've got another stoppage in play. And it looks like the umpire will call for it once again and just toss it up for grabs. And coming off the ruck once again, it actually goes far, it goes to ground. And then Amanda King's got it right now. She's wrapped right up, though, and gets dispossessed. And now with it, that's Arredondo. She's dispossessed as well. Oh, she is bumped off the ball. That's a bit of a shepherd there by the Angels. And that's a really tough footy out there right now. Everyone going after it. Everyone just battling. So once again, we've got another toss up here. Oh, the wind catches a little bit. That goes, I'm actually sorry. That was a boundary throw in. That had gone out of bounds. And a couple of players almost tripping over each other here. Battle goes to ground again. Lady Demons trying to work something out of there. Amanda King's got it now. She tries to get it to Lisa Arredondo. Arredondo finds some space, and she kicks it. However, no Lady Demons waiting there. It's going to roll out of bounds. Still good. Let's see. Was that? Oh, actually out on the full, it looks like. And indeed, it was out on the full, which means that Amy Legault is going to get that free kick. And she gets it to the boot, looking to set up a bit of a centering ball. And, oh, she can't hold on to the mark. And now with it, the Angels once again. And let's see. Oh, she handballs it off. I believe that was, let's see, that was number 12 for the Lady Demons. That was Diane. And they move it down to the center of the ground. Oh, a couple of players almost collided. And Diane's got it once again. And here we go. And that's a kick going ahead. Giving chase there, Sarah Muscarella. And let's see here. That ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a boundary throw-in. Second quarter action here is still 3-0 in favor of the Montreal Angels. Nice. Whoa! Whoa! We've got a flying tent here. And it looks like the Kingsford tent over in the Demons pocket here has been somewhat barbecued. And let's see here. Yeah, those legs are bent. That's not good. Meanwhile, getting back to the action on the field there. Oh, coming out right out of the ruck, Amy Legault, and she's able to get it to the boot before she's tackled. She brought right down after that, though. And then the kick goes, and there's going to be a race for it now. In there, that's Lisa Arredondo, and also in there, that's going to be a Mariette Perrault. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I have to check with some of the folks here in AFL Quebec. And let's see, Arredondo's got it right now, and she gets it to the boot, and it is not marked, but it's brought together. Diane gets it, and she is wrapped up by Amy Legault and brought to ground, and the umpire will ball it up. There's no prior opportunity, so it will not be a free kick for holding the ball. Up we go once again, and knocked out. Here's Amy with it once again. She is a force. Takes a couple of bounces there. Kaylin Deal, nice job there, shepherding the Montreal player off the ball, and Deal is able to kick it out now, and almost marked to intercept there with a Legault. She goes to ground, collides with Tracy Toner, and she's able to handball it out. Play on calls the umpire, Diane's got it now for the Lady Demons, and she handballs it out, but here we go. Montreal Angels on the march once again. That's a kick going in, looking for, not quite getting it to fall before it hits her, and then tapped out. Nice defense there. Kaylin Deal once again, and she's able to kick it. Oh, that was smothered. I think one of the players just get kicked broadside by the ball. Didn't even try to smother it, just whap, unaware. And they're coming out right now. Lady D is still trying to work with it, and she's trying to get it off the ground there. That was Barbara, who's actually here today from Philadelphia. Diane's got it now, and she's able to get it to the boot, and getting under it, Amanda King. Amanda King can't mark it, though. It goes through her hands, and then she's wrapped up by two of the Angels, and she's dispossessed. Ball goes to ground, but it winds up in Diane's hands. Lady D's have it. She's wrapped up. And Amy Legault right now tackling anything and everything. As usual, her style of play around the ball is, well, I guess for lack of a better term, we can say voracious, because she's just everywhere as it comes out of the ruck once again. And trying to tap it ahead there, that was Tracy Toner. And let's see. Angels have it now. And let's see. She's wrapped up. And play on calls the umpire. Lady D's can't get a handle to it yet. They've got it now, but then she's wrapped right up. Amanda King can't get to it either. And kicked ahead right now. It's a case of go fetch. The race for the ball. Sarah Muscarella's in there. And Sarah James as well. And there's a few players in there right now. And the Angels come out with it. A little bit of a dribble kick along the ground. And now it comes out, and it's going to be over the head of Bureau. And it looks like it's going to go out. And that'll be a boundary throw in. As once again, the winds pick up here. As Stacy on camera says, please warn the folks at home of any type of Cloverfield action that might be going on when the winds pick up here. Because once again, the camera she's on, it's actually on a crane like 12 feet in the air. So. And let's see, we've got looks like an injured player. Taking a little bit to get up there. She's got the free kick. It looks like Amy Legault, actually. Getting up a little gingerly. And she gets a nice kickoff centering ball, and marked! And the Angels have it there. That's Brandy Bird, number 36, who took the mark. Don't know if this is within her range, especially with this stiff wind blowing. Basically, the wind from the direction she's kicking it, it'd be blowing right to left. Kicked in, almost intercept mark there. And let's see, Arredondo's got it now. She's dispossessed. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Arredondo. That was Amanda King who had it before. And then Arredondo's dispossessed. King gets it once again, and it winds up going out of bounds. And a free kick going to the Lady Demons, it looks like. And indeed, it'll be Amanda King. King gets the free kick. And she gets a nice kick up there. Intercept mark, though, by Amy Legault, and she'll stop right there. And she'll take the kick. She'll just take her time looking for a target. And she gets it to the boot once again. Nice kick into the forward 50. And it's marked! That's Mariette Perrault. Perrault, P-A-R-R-O-D. Like I said, we'll check with some of the Montreal folks. Should have gotten pronouncers when I asked for the rosters. And the kick goes in, heading for the sticks. And let's see here. It's going to take a bounce and roll through, and that'll be a single. So that's the first score of the second quarter. Another minor. Montreal increases their lead now. It is Montreal 4, Boston nothing. In fact, Boston really yet to get any activity toward their goals at all. And once again, here comes Kaylin Deal with the kick from the back goal square, and it is intercepted right into the hands of Brandy Bird. And Bird looking to take flight with a kick here. She's setting up her shot. And the walk-up goes, and she kicks it, and it is marked. Right in front there, Gabrielle Bureau. And she's in closer. And she kicks it in toward the sticks. That looks like it went straight. And indeed, that is a goal. So that is the first major score for either club. So now Montreal increases their score. It's one goal, 4 behinds, 10 points. And once again, the Lady D's yet to score. Couple minutes left to go in this second quarter. Once again, we're playing 4 10-minute quarters today. So they'll bring it back up to center. Probably a better shot here for the Lady D's that now it's getting balled up at center. Maybe they can do something, get a clearance out of the ruck here and move it ahead, because so far it has been all Montreal. Ball goes up once again and goes out and knocked out by the Angels, and Montreal has it again. She is wrapped right up, taken down by Muscarella, and then, Legault brought right down there, and the ball's still to ground, and they're just going to blow the whistle, and they're going to blow the whistle for halftime too. So no scoring for most of the quarter, but in the last few minutes, Montreal punches through a major and a minor, and they increase their lead. And at halftime, the score stands: the Montreal Angels 1 goal, 4 behinds, 10 points. And the Boston Lady Demons yet to score. We'll be back next with third quarter action. You're watching women's footy. It's Boston versus Montreal. On this July 4th weekend, you're watching it right here on Stateside Footy. It's a battle of theological proportions here. Angels versus Demons on a Saturday afternoon in West Roxbury, Massachusetts, here at Millennium Park. And right now the score stands: the Angels 1 goal, 4 behinds, 10 points. And the Boston Lady Demons yet to score as they bring the ball to center. Here comes the whistle. There goes the ball, and here we go. Tapped out by Amanda King. She's running after it right now. Once again, the first one going to be getting there is Amy Legault. She runs around a little bit, gets herself some space. Handball bounces through a set of hands, and then Amy's got to get it once again, and she just handballs it back, and here we go. Kick forward now for the Angels, and it looks like it's going to be out of bounds, so there'll be a boundary throw in. And let's see, knocked out and over and punched out. With it there, that's Amanda King. She's dispossessed. She's able to soccer it ahead, though, right into the hands of Amy Legault, who then kicks it in toward the sticks, and there's a race for it now, and it'll be won by the Lady D's. They have numbers back there right now. They've got Deal and Arredondo, and oh boy, Lisa Arredondo trying to run out with the ball. She got tackled. The umpire's going to call holding the ball. It's a free kick, and it's going to go to Montreal. And that's going to be number 36, Brandy Bird, who is actually a rookie. And so you can hear in the background they're counseling her to take a few steps back so you're not kicking right into the person on the mark. And she kicks it ahead, and that's straight. That's another goal. So Brandy Bird with that one there. And so now they add another major score to their tally, and now it's Montreal 2-4-16. And the Demons still yet to score. Lady D's trying to work on it right now. Don't forget, by the way, this is part number 1 of a footy doubleheader here today. And in our next episode, you'll be able to see the men's teams as the Quebec Saints take on the Boston Demons. Once again, the ball goes up at center. Knocked out of the ruck by Amanda King. However, it goes through a bunch of hands, winds up in Montreal's clutches again. Actually, King's got it now, and she's wrapped up. She's trying to move forward with it now. She's able to get it to the boot. Tracy Toner in there as well for the Lady D's. And now that's Diane who gets taken down, and we've got a whistle. And let's see. So Diane's going to get the free kick for the Lady Demons. This is probably the best opportunity they've had in a while. She gets off a nice kick, but it's right in the hands of Margot Legault, and she's just going to turn it around into attack. Here come the Angels again. She's able to kick it ahead, takes a couple of bounces, goes right through 2 intended targets, and then we've got a battle there. Marta trying to shepherd people off the ball, and another Angel taken down there before she's able to do much with it. Kaylin Deal handballs it as she's wrapped up, and there's Bureau with it now. And Lady D's once again, kick goes across the ground, and it looks like Montreal will be there once again. Anywhere that ball goes, it seems the Angels have numbers, and Amy Legault has it right now, and she's just going to take it, and she's making herself some space, and she's taking a running bounce, and she kicks it in towards the sticks, goes over center hands, and that's a goal! That was a line drive. It had to carry, though, and it goes right through. And that's goal number 3 for the ladies from Montreal. So now it's 3-4-22. And as we've said often here, Lady D's yet to put it together yet, but hopefully they still have time to do it here. We're only just a few minutes into this third quarter. We still have a whole another quarter to play, as it's, I should say, a whole other quarter to play properly. And kicked out in, oh boy, battle for it there. One of the Demons had it and then just kicked it right in the hands of one of the Angels. And now with it, Kaylin Deal takes it, and she's going to get a nice kickoff. Can someone get there, though? Once again, it looks like the Angels are going to have numbers there, although Sarah Muscarella giving chase right now, and she's in there. Oh, and she bounces off a couple of players. This is her first game back in a while. Hopefully she's okay. She looks to be. And it kicks up the side, bounces back, and oh my goodness, I think that might have been high. No, actually not high. And she kicks it ahead now. Basically, it was a battle on the far boundary, and Amy Legault tackled one of the Lady D's as soon as she got it, and then Montreal kicked it up the line to where it is right now, and they do get another kickoff, and it takes a couple of bounces, rolls out now, and she is wrapped up by Arredondo. She's dispossessed. Play on, calls the umpire. And once again, they kick it ahead, looking for a target in the middle, and getting in there, trying to get in there anyway. I believe that's King. Handball to head. Oh, Amy Legault just getting in the path of traffic there, intercepting that handball, and just making a mad dash to the goals, where she has just kicked another one. And now it's 28 points for the Angels. 4-4-28 now. And they'll bring it back up. In the beginning, 4 scoring shots for the Montreal Angels, but since then, they finally found their aim. And as a result of rattle off 4 straight kicks in a row, or I guess you could say 4 straight kicks. Anyway, they lead right now 28-0 as the ball goes up for grabs once again. Hit out of the ruck. Amanda King tried to get it to Tracy Toner. With it now, Diane handballs back to King. King has it now. She's wrapped up from behind there. And let's see, we've got a whistle. And King a little slow to get up. But the free kick, I believe, was holding the ball, so the free kick going to Montreal after King get wrapped up. And she kicks it now, looking for, not quite getting her target, just went over the head of Isabel Seneschal. She kicks it, and that's a very nice mark. There's a nice kick, too. Nice big kick. Gets it into Brandy Bird, who's had a goal already. In fact, she kicked the first goal of this third quarter. And she runs up, kicks, and that's going to go wide, and that's going to go, actually, I think that's going to go right in, just inside the behind post. Indeed it was, so that's a minor score, 4-5-29 now for the Angels. And once again, Kaylin Deal with it in her own back goal square. She kicks, and, oh no, we've got a whistle. Did she run out of the goal square? We've got a whistle, and oh, here we go again, so. Yep, it's a ball up right at the goal square, so Kaylin Deal ran a little too far before she got the boot to the ball. So as a result, there's a ball up right at the top of the goal square. Big opportunity for Montreal here. And they go for it, and goes through everybody. Winds up going to ground. Diane's got it now, and she is wrapped, and that's a high tackle. Got her right around the neck. The tackle there by Isabel Seneschal. Diane with a free kick now, as she definitely took that one high. Kick goes out to the far wing, and it is intercept marked there by Margot Legault, and she's just going to turn it right around. Here we go once again. Kick goes in, and it looks like that's going to roll through, and that'll be another point. That's a point for the Angels. So now the Angels have 4 majors and a major's worth of minors. 4-6-30 is their tally. And that's one of the things with the Legault sisters. A lot of times you see people take intercept marks, and then they will stop and take their time. No, not the Legault sisters. They will just turn it around and bring it right into attack. Lady Demon's trying to come out with it now. Loose ball, center of the ground. A bunch of players are going after it, and with it now, that's Allison. Allison then gets dispossessed as she's met by a few of the Angels. And, it almost winds up getting intercepted by the Lady Demons. Goes back to Amy Legault now. She's going to sell a little bit of candy and get herself a lane once again, and kicks it right ahead of Seneschal, who now is able to get it off the ground. Kicks it. Brandy Bird's got it now. Bird wrapped up by Lisa Arredondo. She's going to go to ground now, and they'll ball it up as the umpire determined that Bird did not have prior opportunity to dispose of that ball. So they'll ball it up once again, and knocked out toward the goals, chipped ahead off the deck, and kicked, let's see here, right into the hands of she actually could have had a shot, but she handballed it off. And in front there, Seneschal with a kick, and let's see, that's a goal. I'm sorry, that wasn't Seneschal, I believe that was 89, that was Sarah James. Sarah James with a goal. Wow. So here we go once again. Another goal. So it's 36-0 now in favor of the Montreal Angels. I mentioned there is a rivalry between these two clubs. They meet every year. This particular case, most of the time, at least here, Montreal has dominated the play. I remember a couple of years ago, the Demons came out to a really nice victory. One of the I believe it was 3 years ago in the tournament they played over at Ipswich River Park in North Reading, Mass. But now it's all Angels. Margot Legault gets it off the tap, trying to get a clearance, but she's wrapped up by a couple of Lady Ds. They had diving in for the ball. That's some desperation. That's some effort there. Looked like one of the Lady Demons was going to have it, but one of the Angels just dove right in there, showing some urgency. And sometimes when you start to get a let's see, not 15, so she caught it. Legault all over her and holding the ball. Ball. Now, I picture like being a footy player and seeing Amy Legault bearing down on you. It's kind of like flying a rebel spaceship down the Death Star trench and finding Darth Vader closing in on you. It's just, you're not going to get away. Three-quarter time, we have arrived, and the Angels really picked it up in that one, adding a whole bunch of scoring shots. They're adding 6 scoring shots total, basically 3 goals and actually 4 goals and a couple of behinds there. So at three-quarter time, the score stands: the Montreal Angels 5 goals, 6 behinds, 36 points, and the Lady Demons so far no goals, no behinds, nothing basically. And they will come back, and both these teams will come back actually, and play one more quarter. Fourth quarter action coming up. You're watching women's footy, Montreal versus Boston, and you're watching it right here on Stateside Footy.
Australian rules football? In the U.S.? That's right. The United States Australian Football League is in a city near you. Go to USAFL.com, find your team, check them out. We're a group full of men and women just like you. Join us for the fun athletic competition. Stay for the camaraderie.
We are the champions!
Log on and sign up to join your team at USAFL.com.
Players take the field for this final quarter of action in the first half of this Aussie Rules doubleheader. First the ladies, then the men, and right now the ladies are on the field for the last quarter, the conclusion of their game. It's the Montreal Angels right now leading by a score of 36-0 over the Boston Lady Demons, and taken out of the ruck, tapped out there by Tracy Toner, but then taken by the Angels. Montreal on the march once again, and with it now, that's number 32, that's Maria Perreault. She's still got it, and she kicks it towards the sticks, and that's going to be a goal. That's what I call a clearance, just take it right out of the center. Then we're all the way down, kick it straight, and now it's 6-6-42. Basically. So. And once again, they add to their lead, Montreal does. And Boston still really without a significant scoring chance yet. They've gotten toward their forward 50, but nothing really, no real good possessions within range of their own goals. It's been pretty much all Montreal. And once again, tap goes out to Margot Legault, and she'll kick it ahead, and it'll bounce once and twice and wind up rolling out of bounds. So we'll have a boundary throw in. And here we go once again. By the way, I'd like to just take a quick note, take a quick moment to note, actually, as it comes back in here, we'll hold off on that as it gets tapped out once again, and it's going to be tapped out for another boundary throw-in. We'll get to my other thought in just a minute, but they toss it once again back in off the boundary, and it's tapped out, and still to ground, and handballed ahead by Montreal. One of the Lady D's tries to soccer it off the deck. And now we've got, as Brian Barish would say, a game of aggro twister out there. And the umpire will call for it and ball it up once again. As the sun kicks in a little bit here. And it's knocked down, and let's see here. A bit of a fumble there. She tried to juggle it and then knocked ahead. And let's see, we've got a kick. I'm sorry, a whistle. I wonder if that was a free kick for kicking in danger. And the free kick going to number 32. That's Mariette Perrault once again. Perrault is the actual thing, but as I was telling one of the ladies from the Quebec side, I'm 1/4 French Canadian. I took 2 years of French in the high school, and I completely butchered the language, so I apologize to AFL Quebec. As we continue with the action now, and the free kick to the Lady Demons, and she'll kick it ahead. Bit of a dribbler there, and winds up once again being intercepted by Montreal. Anytime the Lady D's try and bring it forward, Angels catch up with it and bring it right back. And we've got a player down. And I believe it's going to be a push in the back. And the free kick being given to the Lady, free kick being given to the Lady Demons. And now she'll just take her steps back, get ready for her free kick. And high kick, and marked! Diane marked it for the Lady Demons. And right now the Demons looking to get some people forward. And kicks right through the center of the ground, and it takes a skip. Amy Legault looks to be tracking it down, but it'll get to the boundary first, which is a good result for the Lady Demons, because it looked like Amy Legault had a beat on that and would pick it right back up, but the way it just landed, all of a sudden just accelerated and skipped right for the boundary line. So it did go out of bounds, and a boundary throw-in. Lady D's, can they do something here? That's taken once again by Montreal, and they kick it ahead. And there's a race for it. It looks like Legault will get there first, and she will just soccer it ahead. Kaylin Deal can get to it, and she's just going to try and soccer it back. Goes off the deck and winds up rolling out of bounds once again. And actually, it's going to be a free kick. I saw it rolling off the ground, so I wonder if they paid deliberate. I didn't see the umpire signal, but it's kicked in now and marked. Is it? Did they pay the mark? Yes, they did. They paid the mark. Gabrielle Bureau had some pressure, was able to come down with it. She's paid the mark, and now she gets it to the boot in the wind, and it looks to be tailing off a little bit, and I think it's going to be out on the full. So Kaylin Deal will have the free kick in her own right back pocket. Once again, the Demons a long way from their goals, though. They need to start running some stuff through, and the big kick goes up. A bunch of players going after it, winds up going to ground. And then it'll just roll out of bounds, skip out, and we shall have a boundary throw-in. And they tossed it in, and once again the Rucks go at it. And tapped out. And she just touches it to the ground and gets it to the boot now. And going in, it's marked! Marked right there, number 39, that's Emir O'Leary Bennett. O'Leary Bennett with the free kick after taking that mark. And she's going back right now, just getting ready to take her shot. By the way, she is one of the rookies on this Montreal squad, and she has kicked a goal. So now we've got 7-6-48 for a total for Montreal. And well, Boston, you know where they are. So they'll bring everybody back at center once again.
Victoria.
And the Lady Demons.
Switch with Isabel.
Still in the fight, just looking to make some progress. At this point, it's academic, but if they can at least put a couple of scoring shots together. They'll give them some momentum heading for the next game. But once again, here we go. They've got it again. She touches it to the ground. Touches it. Actually, she's going to get it to the boot. And it's going to be marked. And once again, that's O'Leary Barrett. She just kicked the goal. Might have another one here.
Go way back, Emu. Go where you're kicking from. Give yourself some room.
And that looks like a good, well, actually it's drifting, and then takes a weird bounce, and then pings through for a single point. So that'll be a behind. So it's now 7-7-49. And there's Kaylin Deal with the kick in over the head of number 21, that's Tracy Toner. And it'll go out to the far boundary once again. In it comes. And tapped out. And Demons looking for the clearance now. Amanda King has it, and she's got some space. She kicks it ahead there, looking for number 6. It's Ashley Mallett. And first one there is going to be Amy Legault once again. Same old story. She takes a running bounce. She handballs it ahead, and here come the Angels. They're moving with it right now. She touches it to the ground, handballs it behind Legault though. Oh, and she can't pick it up. One of the Lady D's had it, but it bounced out of her hands. And oh, she tries to punch it ahead. Lady D's have numbers at the moment there. Handball bounces, and it goes to number 1, that's Allison. She's ridden off the ball by Legault, and King's got it now. King dispossessed. Sorry, that's not King, that's Arredondo. And once again, Allison up there, and it's a battle of the ones right now as it's Allison against Gabriel Bureau. And let's see, it's a knocked ahead. All right in front of us there. Oh, Margot Legault with a big shepherd, knocking one of the Demons players off the ball. And let's see, we got a whistle. And let's see here. Free kick awarded to the Lady Demons. And action got pretty intense there right in front of us. And it's going to take a bounce and skip, go right past Amanda King. And it's going to be picked up once again by the Angels. Kick going backward though, and here we go. They're trying to move it up ahead. Lady Demons have it now. That's Sarah Muscarella. She kicks it ahead, looking for, not quite getting Amanda King, as it once again falls into the clutches of the Montreal Angels. And diving there is Bureau. She can't quite get it. Kaylin Deal just trying to skip it off the deck, try and do something with it here. She's got it now. Sells a little bit of candy, makes herself some space, is able to get it to the boot, and it's marked! Marked out on the wing there by Tracy Toner. And she'll get it to the boot now. It'll get caught up in the wind somewhat. Amanda King trying to get it there. And it's going to bounce off a couple of hands and go out of bounds. Still moves a little further up toward the Demons territory though. And picked up once again. Tapped out of the ruck, and once again, Quebec. And they'll just kick it back to nobody in particular. There's a race for it right now. It looks like Amy Legault will win that. And she just tries to soccer it off the deck. And she's going to continue to soccer it off the deck. And the Demons applying a little bit of pressure right now, and she just tries to squib one through, and it's going to go through. And oh, sorry, basically, nice job shepherding her off the ball. That's Margot Legault in there right now, who's got a couple of players to battle, and she's taking a high tackle, caught her high. So free kick there. Actually, is it? No, I'm sorry. They called her for holding the ball. So the free kick is going to Barbara Dempsey, who's here from Philadelphia, to play for the Lady D's, and she gets a boot to it. Nicely done, and it bounces off a couple of hands. Amy Legault right in the middle of the action. Big surprise there. And it kicks towards the sticks. Lady D's have it now, and with it is Amanda King. Amanda King, oh, she shanks it! Amanda King shanks it! She had an open shot at goal, but it went wide. That's the best opportunity the Lady D's have had so far in this whole match. And it just rolls out. Still could be worse though. Could have gone out on the full. They still have a chance if they can get it off this boundary throw in. And once again, it taps in, ball goes to ground off the rucks, and it'll go back to the boundary, toward the boundary line. And with it now, that's Amy Legault. Turning on the Jets once again. Takes another running bounce. And there we go. That's full time. And that's how it'll end. Montreal from wire to wire, coming out with a big win here. Final score, the Montreal Angels, 7 goals, 7 behinds, 49 points. And the Boston Lady Demons, no goals, no behinds, no points. And everyone's doing their customary salutations after the game. And I did want to mention real quick as we're doing this here, thanks to the Montreal Angels, who before the game presented us with a couple of Angels jumpers. So thanks, ladies. That was a really, really nice thing to do, and we appreciate it. Thank you. So that'll be the end of that game. And coming up next, we will have a Stateside Footy flashback. Stay tuned.
Australian rules football? In the U.S.? That's right. The United States Australian Football League is in a city near you. Go to USAFL.com, find your team, check them out. We're a group full of men and women just like you. Join us for the fun athletic competition. Stay for the camaraderie.
We want the champion!
Log on and sign up to join your team at USAFL.com.
toss up the ball. And we're getting set for footy on this Saturday morning right here in Cambridge. They're just about set to ball it up. And the whistle goes. And the ball goes up, and we're ready to play some footy. Coming out of the center square now, it's one of the Lady D's. That's number 22. That's Eileen Hansen, one of the new faces for this Lady Demons team. Ball once again goes to ground. A bunch of the ladies battle for it. And coming out now, the Demons still trying to move it. And holding the ball called against the Lady D, so it'll be a free kick for the Montreal Angels. So they'll get the first free kick of the morning. And goes over and taken in defense by one of the Lady Demons. And out it comes, a good kick up through the corridor, and it goes through everybody. With it now there, that's the number 17, Sarah Muscarella, one of the newer faces on this Demons club. Pass going up to Amy Hogue. Handball back. I believe that's Real with it now. And that's a goal. Gotta double check the number there. Yep, that's Emily Real, all right, number 9. So the Lady D's with the first points of the match. The goal by Emily Real. And the Demons, the Lady D's, go to a quick lead, 1-6 to 0 or 0 or nothing, or Zippo, Diddly Squad, whatever you want to call it. But early scoring here, the first major of the morning, and it goes to the Lady D's. Coming out of the center contest once again, Demons trying to get the clearance. It's a race for it right now, and first one there's going to be Sarah once again, Sarah Muscarella. And it comes through, and I believe that's Emily Real with it once again. Another kick. It's going to go toward the sticks, and that's going to be out on the full, it looks like. Just came short to the right of the goalpost, so the Angels will have the free kick to be taken by Tara, number 14. And she kicks it up, and it's out on the full. So now the Demons will have a free kick. Apparently part of the field is closed, and Mark Sleet, the boundary umpire, has to hop over the partition there to get the ball back. And the free kick going to the Lady Demons. Kick going through, and it's headed toward the sticks. It's going to be out on the full again. So Boston kicked it out on the full. On the ensuing free kick, Montreal kicked it out on the full. And on the ensuing free kick, Boston kicked it out on the full again. So right now we've had more kicks go out on the full than we've had scoring shots. And mark is taken. Taking the mark off the free kick there, one of the Angels. And she kicks it ahead. Nice kick. It's going to drop, though. And giving chase there is Eileen Hansen. And it's going to go out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. Eileen Hansen wearing the number 22 for the Lady Demons. She is one of the newer faces on this squad, and also one of the newer faces on the United States Freedom team. She actually made the national team as well as 3 other Lady Demons. Emily Real, no surprise there. Also Nikki Blaha and Christina Calvillo. And coming out of that contest, it's pinned, and they're going to ball it up again. Bruce Rogers tosses it up and goes over, and Emily Real tries to go for it now. She soccers it ahead. Can't get it off the ground, though. She's being harassed by a couple of the Angels. And, oh my goodness, a nice play there by Real. One of the Lady Angels, Margot, was going to come away with it, but Emily Real got a hand in late and stopped her from cleanly clearing the ball. They've got it now. There's a big kick. It's going in, and settling under it, nobody, because it goes to ground. A couple players crash. It's still alive, though. And going for it now. And, oh, was that a smother? That was a smother. Oh, my goodness. Who was that? Number 6, Alicia Olsen. Or is it 8? I can't see from here. No, it looks like 6. Alicia Olsen. There was a kick, and it looked like the Angels were about to get their first scoring shot, but Olsen came in and smothered it. Winds up going out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. And now with it, there's the kick there, and it looks like it's going to be a point. And let's see, is that I thought he was holding up one flag, and they're setting up. It looks like they've got it behind because they're setting up to take the kick in. Indeed, they are. Okay, and the kick was made by number 2, Leslie Delaney. So Leslie Delaney with the first points for the Angels, and the kicking comes in, taken out. Kick toward the sticks, knocked away, and they can't get the ball cleanly. Big battle for it. Pretty close to the goal, but it comes out now. Nikki Blaha's got it, but then she's dispossessed. Goes to ground. Emily Real battling for it, and it looks like they'll freeze it again. We'll ball it up. So far the scores for Boston, it's Emily Reel. Leslie Delaney with the kick for Montreal. And with it now, she can't hold on to it. They almost had a free opportunity there. Taken out by Calvillo. And free kick is given to the Demons. A lot of contact was made. I believe Reel's going to get the free kick, if I'm not mistaken. I know Calvillo had it. And actually, I'm sorry, the kick was going the other way. When Bruce Rogers was pointing, he wasn't pointing at the Lady D's, he was pointing at the mark. So actually, the free kick is going to the Montreal Angels. And the kick is taken by number 10. Number 10 is Amy Legault, one of the stalwarts for the Montreal club. It does go wide to the right, though. As a result, it's a behind. So now Montreal trails by a score of 6-2. I mentioned the other scorer for Montreal, Leslie Delaney. If that name sounds familiar, it should. She's actually a Lady Demon, but in order to even out the sides, a couple of the Lady Demons players went over to play with Montreal jumpers on for their team, and Leslie Delaney being one of them. The other being Carrie Boiselle, I believe, another new name for the Lady D's. And the Lady D's now have it. Kick goes over everybody, and with it there, almost had there by Lydia Holt. And Reel's got it now. She's knocked down, taken down, dispossessed, but she was able to get the ball to the boot. Kicked ahead now, right over Holt's head, but it's going to go, and it's going to be a goal. Not sure who kicked that one. I think it was Amy Hogue who kicked that one. So far, each team have had 2 scoring shots. Montreal, 2 minors. Boston, 2 majors. And they now lead straight 2 straight 12 to 2 behinds 2. And they'll bring it back to center and ball it up once again. And as you can hear, the wind is really kicking up here on the ground. And with it now, that's Andy Williams, another player who has actually made the trip over to the Montreal colors for this match. Andy Williams, of course, another one of the Lady Demons, normally. And off the boundary throw in, tapped ahead. And going for it now, that's Lisa Arredondo, number 11, in there as well. That's number 22, that's Eileen Hansen again. Reel kicks it ahead, looking for Holt. She's got Holt now, although Holt can't get out of the tackle of Tara. Ball goes to ground. Whoop, and we've got a whistle. And I believe that's Rusty Smith. It's got to be Rusty Smith. He's wearing the West Coast Eagles jumper. And the free kick given to the Angels. So Rusty Smith sets the mark. And the kick is taken by number 19, who's Kelsey. And the mark taken, that's Christina Calvillo for the Lady Demons. And she kicks it up ahead. And Lydia Holt takes the mark. She's marked it now. Sarah Muscarella going up to play ahead for the Lady D's. Going up forward, as well as Amy Hogue, number 7. Kicked up ahead and goes through everything, and I think that's a behind. Indeed it is. So Lydia Holt with her first point of the day. It's now 2-1-13, Boston leading Montreal. We mentioned some of the men's players from the Demons team helping out, one of them being Ari Jonik. Ari's recognizable with the hair. And let's see, the kick in is taken, winds up in the hands of Amy Legault. And she'll move it ahead now. Taken off the ground, she tries to move it ahead, she can't do it, but Emily Reel's got it now. She kicks it ahead. Goes right past Hogue. Calvillo in there battling for it as well. Calvillo goes down, and she is not getting up. She went down kind of hard. I'm going to stop play for a moment here while they take a look at her. She did go down looking to get the ball. The landing was a little on the awkward side. And she's being helped off the ground there by P.J. Devine. So they're calling in an interchange from the Lady Demons bench, obviously. And up it goes once again. Tipped ahead by Hansen. She gets the ball now off the ground. Kicks it, but it goes off a hand. It's smothered. And, we've got a little bit of contact there. Kicked toward the goals there. The Lady D still trying to press it ahead. In there, Sarah Muscarella, also Eileen Hansen. And I believe the ball's gone out of bounds. So Mark Sleep will do a boundary throw in. And it's tapped out, hit out, not to advantage, though, by Hansen. Taking the ball now, that's Kelsey, number 19. She kicks it ahead, and it's taken in defense by one of the Lady Demons. And it's kicked well ahead, and it goes through everybody. I believe it's just going to be out of bounds. It looks like it is. It's a good result for the Lady D's, though, as they'll have the boundary throw in at their right forward pocket. As we see another familiar round of jumpers orbiting the field as the New York Lady Magpies have shown up. They're doing their warm-up laps around the field right now. And off the throw-in, it's kicked ahead. Getting it around real there, that is Amy Legault. She kicks it ahead, but it falls short, and it's taken. And I believe that's Olsen with it now. She tries to take the bounce. Can't field it, we've got a whistle. And referee Bruce Rogers pointing out the mark and indicating the free kick, which I believe is going to Montreal. No, actually, it's going to the Demons. It's going to the Lady D's. As everyone gets set to take their positions and get ready for this kick. Probably a makeable kick from this distance. Double checking it here. Kicked ahead. And marked! Right in front. That's Sarah Muscarella. And that's a behind. So now 2-2-14. 2 majors, 2 minors. And off the kick, and it's kicked ahead. Now Legault has it. She kicks it ahead, giving chase as Andy Williams. She's able to get it off the ground, but then she's dispossessed. Battle for it now. It's dropped a couple of times. And it goes over to Real now. Real with a kick goes over the head of Hogue and also Lydia Holt. And getting to it is number 14. That's Tara for the Lady D. For the Angels. Oh, nice job there. That was Emily Real dispossessing one of the Montreal players, as it looks like she had a smooth sailing. Kicked ahead there by Arredondo, number 11. With it now is Real. Real's able to kick it ahead, and it goes, lands between a couple of Lady Demons, but it's taken now by Amy Hogue. Amy Hogue taken from behind, still able to hold on to it, and it's actually a trip. It's a low tackle. As a result, Hogue's going to get the free kick. And the kick is headed in toward the net, and Lydia Holt takes it, marked right in front, right in the goal square. Lydia's got one behind so far. She could add a goal to that right here with a kick. Moves it a little bit to get it to an advantageous spot to the foot, and she's kicked a goal. So the Demons increase their lead now, the Lady D's. 3-2-20 to Montreal, 2 behind 2. Lady D's showing some punch at the beginning of this inaugural tournament of theirs. It's the first year they've had this. Of course, this is their second year in existence. Last year, they got off to a promising start, and they've been doing it even better here. And they'll ball it back up at center. And up we go, and hit out to advantage. At least she tried to hit it out to advantage. That was Hansen, but a little bit of contact afterwards. They're going to pay the free kick. Free kick paid to Amy Legault for Montreal. Big kick in toward the goals, and it's going to bounce, and it's going to be taken and kicked, and it's going to wind up for a behind. Number 4, Lindsay kicked that one. Great opportunity for Montreal. They just couldn't capitalize on it. And now it's 3 behind 3 to the Lady D's 3-2-20. Lady Demons ready to take the kick in. And they put it over to Hansen. Hansen's got it now, and she is looking for somebody to kick the ball to. The ball's away, and it goes right through the hands of Amy Hogue and actually hit an Angels player right in the face. Looked like that really hurt, and indeed it did. She's holding her nose. I hope it's not broken. That would not be good. And now the free kick being given to the Angels. Tara has it now, number 14. And she kicks it and it goes off. Of course, what you're hearing blending in with the microphone here, a lot of wind around here today, which is why you notice our customary aerial shot we're not going to be using today. And coming back with it now are the Lady Demons. Hogue has it now. Hogue kicks it and it goes off of Marie. And kicked ahead now, and it goes right through the hands of Margot Legault, and it's going to go through for a behind. Didn't see who kicked that one. I think maybe it was Amy. That's the advantage with having a television crew here. If worst comes to worst, I can go over the tape later and figure out who kicked what. Angels will take the kick in now. And, nice juggling mark there. And that's Tara once again. And that kick goes up. Nice spoil by Hansen. Eileen Hansen for the Lady Demons. Knocks it ahead. Getting it there is Arredondo. Hansen reaching down for it. It's a battle for it. Still on the ground. And it's loose. Hansen taken down. And it looks like it's out of bounds. Or was it a push? Anyway, it's a free kick for the Lady Demons. And goes in between everybody. Winds up being picked up there by Margot Legault. And then, hauled down there. Just getting the ball away was Tara. And then it goes out of bounds. It goes out on the full, actually. So. And we are at halftime. First half of first match of this Lady Demons Australian Rules Football Tournament is in the books here at Briggs Field on the campus of MIT in Cambridge. At halftime, the score is the Montreal Angels, no goals, 3 behinds, 3 points. And the Boston Lady Demons, 3 goals, 3 behinds, 21 points. We'll be back next with second half action. You're watching Stateside Footy, the program that brings you Australian Rules Football played in America. We bring it to you on cable and online at www.statesidefootytv.com.
Hungry?
Yeah.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
We're about ready to start the second half of the action today in this first game of the Boston Demons tournament, the Boston Lady Demons tournament, I should say. And right now the Lady Demons are leading off this opener. They lead at halftime by a score of 3-3-21 to 0-3-3, 3 behinds 3. And right now, it's looking good for the Lady D's. We'll see what happens in this second half. The wind is come into play a little bit, obviously. Wind is heavy. Sometimes if you get a long kick, it might blow it a little off course. Or in some cases, a little on course. So you just take the occupational hazards as they come. About to be tossed up at center now. as the umpire, Bruce Rogers, is getting set to put the ball up for grabs. And now he blows the whistle, and here it comes. And Eileen Hansen in the ruck for the D's looking to hit out to advantage. And it starts off with Montreal on the move. And kick goes right past number 6, Alicia Olsen. She's got it, though. It's going to go out of bounds, though. And we will have a boundary throw in. Boundary umpire Mark Slee with it now, about to toss it in. As it goes up for grabs, and it's tapped right out and back into the hands of Hansen, who's able to get away with it now. She's got some space, and she's able to move. She kicks ahead, and the mark is not taken. It goes to ground. She couldn't cleanly handle it. Now a whole bunch of players go down with it. And with it there, taken down there is Margot Legault, taken down by Lady Demon. With it now is Emily Reel with some space to go, and she can kick it. She gets it free, and it's going to miss everything, it looks like. Or Holt didn't mark it, but more important, she was able, I believe, to get it before it went over the line. Therefore, it's not off on the full and a free kick. Rather, it's a boundary throw-in the Lady D's forward pocket. With it now is Hansen. Hansen gets held up pretty quickly, though. She's going to have to dispose of it. Actually, Bruce Rogers says she didn't have prior opportunity, so he's just going to ball it up. And she hits right up to advantage. Emily Reel with it, though. And it's going to bend, and it's going to go through. It goes through for a point. Emily Reel with the minor score there. And the kick in taken by the Angels. They try and move it ahead. Battle forward now along the ground. Soccer into space. And we've got another player down for the Lady D's. And that's Hansen. I wonder if she's cramped up too. Which appears to be what happened to Christina Calvillo, because she was up and walking and seemed to be getting around fine. So that was my guess as to possibly what happened there. With it now is number 21, Sandy Destra. Another one of the new faces for the Lady Demons. And nice little shepherd there. And here comes Reel with it again. Reel with a kick, takes a bounce, goes off of the shin of Amy Hogue. Taking it out there now is Marie for the Angels. Goes past Destra and goes past Nikki Blaha, too. One player back for the D's, and she's able to get it. That's Alicia Olsen. Can't get it off the ground, but she was able to sucker it out of danger. She's taken ahead. That tackle looked a little high. With it now is Reel. Reel kicks it ahead before she gets tackled, and it's just going to go to ground. Amy Hogue picks it up now, and she's trying to dispose of it, and it's going to be balled up. She tried to dispose of it, but she was tackled just as she got the ball. So there's no prior opportunity, so they weren't going to call holding the ball on it. Coming out now, Hansen going for it, and it's soccered ahead by one of the Angels. And with it there, number 19, that's Kelsey, who gets hauled down by Olsen. Olsen with a couple of key moves here in defense for the Lady D's. And let's see, a little bit of harassment now. The Angels are trying to get it away. And it's kicked now, and moving and going for it is Nikki Blaha. Misses it, though, and with it now, it's number 4, Lindsay. And Lindsay kicks a goal. So the first major score for the Montreal Angels. And the score now stands Boston 3-4-22 and Montreal 1-3-9. And so they'll send it back to center, where once again umpire Bruce Rogers will put it up for grabs. And it goes off. Montreal able to hit out to advantage. And here it goes now, settling under it. Not able to take the mark, though, is number 19, Kelsey. And it's going to go out of bounds right in front of our main camera position. It'll be a boundary throw-in. And they throw it back in. Knocked ahead, but then taken. And with it now, that's Margot Legault. And she's going to kick it. It's going to roll. It's going to go out of bounds. But still a good result for the Angels, as now they get a boundary throw-in in their left forward pocket. And early even of the Demons working as a boundary umpire here. Knocked out, and just as she gets it, Leslie Delaney taken down by a couple of Lady D's. With it now, here comes Olsen. Olsen to Reel. Reel can't get away with it, though. And free kick. Or is it? No, they'll ball it up. Get out to advantage by Montreal. And trying to get it ahead there, but not able to is Delaney. Real has it now. Real kicks it over. Didn't go long enough for Hogue to get a mark. With it now is Margot Legault. She kicks it toward the sticks, and it's going to go, and it'll roll through. That's a goal, I believe. Yep. Margot Legault with a goal there. All of a sudden, Montreal comes rolling back. Last two times these teams met was in the Quebec International Cup, the preseason cup, which happened the same day as the Demons hosted the New York Magpies to start off the season. And that when the Angels emerged victorious. Emily Real has it now. The Demons have to start making some points themselves. It's going to bounce, and with it there is Amy Hogue. Hogue kicks it in towards the sticks, and there's a battle for it. Calvillo in there trying to battle. I'm sorry, that's not Calvillo. That's Lisa Arredondo, number 11. And let's see, the Angels try and kick it out. No one but Lady D's there. They kick it out to try and get it over to Real. Real's got it now. She's got to get rid of the kick. It's bending back. Too far, though. And it's going to go, it looks like it's actually going to go out of bounds. No, ball's still in play. Arredondo with it now. She's taking the ground. She's able to handball it over. Lydia Holt with a kick. And that's going to be a behind for Holt. But the Lady D's have stopped the rod, as they say. At least for now. 23-15 now. In favor of the Lady D's as we continue in the second half of this first match of the Lady Demons tournament. And off the Angels kick in. It's sent all the way up and out of bounds, actually. Be a boundary throw in at about the Lady D's, almost on the center wing, actually. Pretty much on the center wing, the left center wing for the Lady D's. And they try and hit out to advantage. And it's soccered ahead into space. Emily Real is there, and she's got some space. She's able to move, and she kicks it down toward the sticks, looking for Lydia Holt. Holt is in there. Looks like the Montreal player will get there first. Nice shepherd, though, by Holt. And the Angels have it now, and it's just going to be a kick into space. Who's going to be there first? It looks like it's going to be Olsen. Olsen with it now. She's running towards the goals. She kicks it, and it's going to go, I believe Holt's got it. No, it goes back to ground, though. And the Angels out with it again. And it goes over everyone's head. And it's coming through the center of the ground. And with it now, that's Lindsay. She's got a goal already. And she's being harassed by Nikki Blaha and also Sandy Destra. And Sandy Destra's got the free kick for the Lady Demons. And she kicks it over looking for Emily Real, but it's spoiled there by Margot Legault. And in there, Destra loses it, and Lindsay kicks it now. Another kick toward the goals. Another kick through the goals. And all of a sudden, this game is getting really tight. 3-3-21 now for the Angels. 3-5-23 for the Lady D's. Lady D's right now just lead by 2 points. Coming into this half, they were up 21-3. It comes up again, and trying to hit out to advantage once again is Eileen Hansen. However, here come the Angels once again. It's smothered there. Nice job there. I believe that was Emily Real with it. She's got it now. Tries to kick it ahead, but she's harassed. Right now, the Angels have numbers, and they're trying to get it out. A little bit of a collision, though, maybe too much as far as numbers go. Olsen's got it now. She just tries to soccer it ahead. And trying to get it there is Amy Hogue. Tries to hit it over. Everyone obviously looking for Amy Real, who's the gun of this club. With it now is Hogue. Hogue kicks it toward the goal area. And the mark taken by the Angels, and they'll just run with it. Try and make something happen out on the fat side of the ground right now. And it comes over, and it's handled there by Lindsay now. Lindsay gets past Destra, but not past Nikki Blaha. And holding the ball, Nikki Blaha is going to get the free kick, I believe. Nice job there. Once again, Nikki Blaha, one of the Boston Lady Demons representatives on this year's national team for the U.S., the U.S. Freedom, which actually plays against the Canadian national team in the 49th, is it 48th? It's the Parallel Cup coming up. And the mark is taken there by the Lady Demons. The 49th Parallel Cup, which is taking place in Ohio in the first week of August. Kick in, looking for Real. And it actually winds up going to Becky for the Angels. She kicks it out now. That's a big kick and goes over ahead, and going after it now is Olsen for the Lady Demons. She shepherded away, though. Kicked ahead by Blaha, but Montreal's got numbers at the moment. Picking it up now, that's number 12. That's Andy Williams. Of course, Andy Williams normally a member of the Lady D's. And, oh, nice shepherd there by Tara, shepherding Arredondo off the ball. And we've got a whistle, and someone tugged the jumper, and we've got a free kick. And the free kick is going to the Angels. And coming in, and mark taken by Leslie Delaney. Delaney takes the mark. Delaney with the first point of the game for the Angels. Was a minor score. And, oh, she whiffs a little bit on the kick there. First one there is going to be Emily Real. She can get it. She's got it cleanly. Kicks it out now. Trying to get it over, but can't make the kick deep enough to go to Arredondo. And it's kicked ahead by the Angels. Soccer to head once again. And mark taken by Leslie Delaney, but she's played on, so she's got to play with it. And it's a point. Leslie Delaney kicks another behind. And the game gets tighter now, 23-22. Just one minor score separates these two clubs as we get into the later action of this second quarter. And the kick goes over, and it's loose. And Emily Real's going to have it. She's able to get it away. It's a race for it now. Getting away with it there. That's Sarah Muscarella. And the kick goes to an unpopulated part of the field. Sarkit ahead by Montreal. Gotten there by Olsen. She's taken down, though. Destra's got it now, and let's see. Free kick's awarded. I believe it's a high tackle. And the free kick going to Olsen, who indeed got clocked a little bit up there, up high. She's going to take the free kick now, and it goes ahead. And it's not marked by one of the Lady Demons, and once again winds up in the hands of Emily Real, who gets it over now, and we get a whistle. And the free kick going to Montreal. I'm not sure if it was holding, I didn't see the signal. I'm not sure if holding the ball or maybe looked like it might have been a throw. Mark taken in defense there. That's Eileen Hansen for the Lady Demons. And kicks it ahead now, looking for Real, looking for anybody. And it's marked there by the Angels. That's Amy Legault. And she's going to move it ahead. She's got some space now. Kicks it toward the goals. And it's rolling. And it's going to be... It's a point. Scores are level. Scores are level now. 23-23. The Demons with the kick in again. Big comeback by Montreal. And the kick going out there looking for Emily Real. And Margot Legault has it now. She's taken down by Olsen. It's a good tackle. Blaha's got it now. Blaha kicks it ahead. Trying to get it to, I believe that was at least Muscarella. Yeah, Sarah Muscarella. And it goes back. And Destra going after it as well as Leslie Delaney. And it's a crash between the three players, still loose. Delaney gets it now on the ground. She's able to handball it out. And it still goes to ground. And we've got a whistle. And they're going to ball it up. Tight moments here for both clubs. Scores are level. And it goes down now, and with it, here comes Hansen. Hansen's able to get free. Tries a kick on the lead, looking for and not getting one of the Lady Demons, but Legault can't pick it up cleanly. Booming kick, though, and that's a goal. Amy Legault. A moment ago, she leveled the scores. 4-5-29. Demons all of a sudden down by a kick. Late in the second half here. This Montreal club for a while has been one of the real class teams of the North American footy community. And let's see. It goes, and where's it going from here? It's going towards the sticks, and it's going to go through for a behind, it looks like. Indeed, it's a behind. Didn't see who kicked it, but minor score, 3-6-24. And that's going to do it. Looks so promising for a while for the Lady Demons hosting this tournament, but a late goal by Amy Legault seals it for the Montreal Angels. They wind up victorious in this first game here at the Boston Demons Lady Tournament today, Boston Lady Demons Footy Tournament today. Final score, full time, the Montreal Angels, 4 goals, 5 behinds, 29 points. And the Boston Lady Demons, 3 goals, 6 behinds, 24 points. And that'll do it for this episode of Stateside Footy. Coming up next time, we've got the second half of this doubleheader as the Boston Demons will host the Quebec Saints. Till then, have yourselves a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, you can check us out online. We're online at www.statesidefootytv.com. You can watch our episode archive on Vimeo. It is vimeo.com/statesideFootyTV. And of course, just go to YouTube, check out Stateside Footy, and we're there as well. Just do a search for Stateside Footy, and you'll find our stuff there. You can like us on Facebook at Stateside Footy TV, and follow us on Twitter. It's at BillR_SS Footy. On behalf of our crew people, Matt Scheibels, John Semino, and Stacey Robert, I'm Bill Robert, thanking you for tuning in to this episode of Stateside Footy.